Coming up on NCC News at 4, Governor Cuomo is returning from his visit with Cuban officials.
Lafayette School District children are finally allowed outside again.
The 13th annual WISE Symposium is being held at the Carrier Dome today. NCC News starts right now.
Good afternoon, Central New York, and welcome to NCC News at 4. I'm Shantanique Brooks.
I'm Austin Pollack. Governor Andrew Cuomo is in Cuba today meeting with Cuban government officials, and they are meeting to discuss ways for United States companies to do business in Cuba. Cuomo said he wanted New York business leaders to be some of the first to improve relations with the Cuban government, and he is looking forward to what the future holds for both nations.
In longer term, we are looking forward to the embargo, as we call it, in the United States being lifted legally by Congress so that we can have normalization of relations.
Cuomo is the first U.S. government member to visit since Cuba was taken off the U.S. state sponsors of terror. He is there with business leaders from New York-based companies such as Pfizer and JetBlue. Cuomo met with Vice President Miguel Diaz-Canel today, which was rescheduled from yesterday. He will return to New York City today. Reports say that New York State Assembly Speaker Carl Heastie made money by selling an apartment his mother bought with embezzled money. Helene Heastie pleaded guilty in 1999 after writing checks to herself from a nonprofit agency that she had worked at. As part of her sentence, she was ordered to sell the Bronx apartment. Assemblyman Heastie sold the house for a profit of almost $200,000 in 1995.
Students in the Lafayette School District are allowed outside for recess starting today after a shooting on April 10th put the schools on lockdown. A man shot a gun at firefighters nearby about 2 weeks ago, causing Onondaga Central Schools and Lafayette Central School Districts to close down until yesterday. Police have still not found the man who fired the gun, but Onondaga County Sheriff Gene Conway told the Syracuse Post-Standard he believes the man lives in the Onondaga School District area. An apartment building in Camillus on Dora Avenue caught on fire this morning. Firefighters arrived at the building at 3 a.m. and were able to quickly put out the fire in one apartment. They also needed to rescue one person from a balcony. Officials say everyone got out safely, but one firefighter was taken to the hospital with a minor injury. The cause of the fire is still unknown.
A killer and former gang leader pleaded guilty today for causing more than $4,000 worth of damage to Upstate University Hospital. 35-year-old Lewis Swift was taken into custody at the hospital on August 23, 2013, when he climbed on a bed and hit a sprinkler. The sprinkler went off, causing water to damage ceilings and computer equipment. Lewis is already serving 25 years to life in prison for ordering a hit out on another man.
The annual WISE Symposium was held at the Carrier Dome today.
NCC News reporter Cassie Dolores spent the afternoon at the Carrier Dome.
Women igniting the spirit of entrepreneurship. That's what WISE stands for, and today marked the annual symposium with hundreds of Syracuse's wisest businesswomen.
This is the scene at the Carrier Dome today, where over 120 local companies and national organizations are showcasing their products and services, all in the name of entrepreneurship. The WISE Symposium is a place for women to make new connections and network with others. Events and Communications Manager Lindsay Wickham says one of the main goals of the event is to inspire people.
Whatever your passion is, if you want to, be the best at what you're doing or start a new business or, work for somebody else, but kind of think outside the box and take risks, be innovative. It's all about inspiration and innovation.
There's also breakout sessions where people can learn about topics like social media, marketing, and business opportunities.
The best part of my job is hearing a story from someone who's attended the event before and said, you know what, this was the push I needed to start my business or to take the step in a new direction.
Sweet Fortune Cookies CEO Susan Reed has attended the symposium for 5 years now and is just one of the many vendors who has been inspired to take that new and next direction.
The main thing I think I've learned is to really understand what your customer wants. I've grown from just making one size cookie to multiple size cookies to listening to the clients say, do you have gluten-free cookies? Whatever they're asking me, do I have? And if I don't have it, that's what I know that I should be doing next.
Although the dome was mostly dominated by women today, there were men there to show support, something Reed says is very important for both men and women to grow as business people.
It's good to have men here too, because I think men need to see what like women are doing, and I think we can all like learn together and work with each other.
Whether man or woman, Wickham says the overall goal for the symposium is to inspire people, but more than that, to come together as one.
Syracuse is an amazing place for entrepreneurs. We have so many local resources available. In addition to that, we have other amazing organizations, and people are just willing to help one another out in the community.
The symposium is still going on right now at the Dome. It's scheduled to end around 5 p.m. and will benefit small businesses and women that are involved with it.
Gas prices in Syracuse have seen an increase over the past week, but will that continue?
NCC News reporter Nick Cardona is here in studio with the story. Nick?
Austin and Chantony, gas prices in Syracuse have been on the rise in the last week and a half, and some drivers have been seeing prices going up by about 10 cents. However, according to GasBuddy.com, even though the gas prices in central New York are rising this week, the national average is expected to go down during the upcoming summer months. While one driver is excited about the dip in prices, that's not going to change the way he fills up the tank.
The way you fill up the tank?
Not much. I don't travel a whole lot in the summer usually.
Yeah. Syracuse University economics professor Stuart Rosenthal told me today over the phone that there are 3 possible reasons why gas prices are going up and down just before the summer months. 1, the demand for gas is going up now that people are getting ready to travel more. The price of oil around the world is fluctuating, which is causing prices at the pump to do the same. And finally, events in oil-rich countries in the Middle East can have an effect on the oil prices, which in turn affects gas prices. Now, according to Gas Buddy, this summer is expected to see the lowest national average since 2005, where the price of gas was at $2.50 a gallon. So some good news for summer travelers. Austin, Chantonique.
April 19th through 25th is Earth Week. It's meant to emphasize New York's environmental commitments to natural resources and a healthier community and climate. And some students at SUNY ESF have been actively participating in the week-long event.
Well, basically, for this Earth Week, next Wednesday is International Noise Awareness Day, and for a group project that me and my friends were doing, we decided that we would host a series of sound walks during Earth Week to sort of get people reacquainted with the sounds that they are surrounded by all the time and they never really listen to or give a moment's notice.
Earth Week events will continue throughout this week until Saturday. We've seen a little bit of rain so far during Earth Week, but will the sun come out later in the week?
NCC News weather reporter Brian Chung is in the studio with our first weather forecast.
So Brian, there was some heavy rain and thunder last night, but what exactly are we looking at tonight?
Last night we saw rainfall of about ½ an inch, but up to 3/4 of an inch in Oneida County. Right now, it's a little bit of snow still on the ground at the Syracuse Quad, but current temperatures are 60 degrees with winds coming in from the west at 19 miles per hour. So it's a little windy. Make sure that you have a wind coat with you right now. But tonight, temperatures will dip down to 41 degrees and partly cloudy with some showers coming in and out through the night. For your full weather forecast, stay tuned to NCC News at 4:45.
Coming up next on NCC News, Baltimore police officers are being punished. See the video footage of what happened to a Baltimore man while allegedly in police custody.
St. Louis City Hall is evacuated after a suspicious item was found.